Warning, what you're about to hear could change your life. Turn up your speakers and give me about 10 minutes to show you how your life could be easier, freer, and happier with less time and effort than you ever thought possible.
I've got a question for you. Do you want to stop struggling and be free from whatever is troubling you, no matter how long you've struggled? So, why hasn't it happened for you yet? Admit it. This probably isn't the first time you've looked for a solution to your nagging issues. Since you are so busy taking care of others, you may be wondering, when is it your turn? When you watch this video to the end, you're going to discover exactly how to get the freedom and relief you want and need. Hi, my name is Susan French, and almost 20 years ago I found the freedom from issues like anxiety, hair pulling, extreme pain, and manifestation blockages. Plus, I've helped hundreds of people achieve the same powerful results that you want for yourself. But it wasn't always that way. I struggled. I did all the things I could to ease my anxiety and illness. While some helped a little, nothing left me feeling empowered. Nothing really helped. Then life really hit me hard. Have you ever heard about hitting a brick wall at 100 miles an hour? That's what it felt like when my life suddenly took a drastic turn for the worse. I didn't know where to go or what to do or where to turn. I felt like I was stuck in a life that just didn't feel good anymore. I felt trapped. And what's worse is my body began to rebel. I was racked with pain so bad it was hard to get out of bed, let alone move very much. And from that, I started developing a neurological tic disorder, which started in my eyelids and moved down my body. The eye tic, called blepharospasm, finally diagnosed after 2.5 years of misdiagnosis, non-diagnosis, and the all too common physician guessing, resulting in my eyes spasming closed most of the time, so that I really was functionally blind. My eyes could see, but my eyelids wouldn't open. I also developed what was eventually diagnosed as chronic fatigue syndrome. I ran fevers for months at a time, 18 months was the longest, and felt I had a bad flu. They'd give me the antibiotics, but every time I finished the prescription, the fever would return within weeks. This tic spasm moved down over half of my face, into my neck and shoulders. My body contorted horribly. I really couldn't walk or see, and I was in constant pain from the spasms. Before I was totally blind, I got hit by a car as a pedestrian as I walked across a tiny street. He never saw me until I was on the hood of his car. He slammed on his brakes and threw me off his hood back into the street. Double whammy. Sometimes when you have nowhere to go, you go up. Doctor after doctor yielded no relief until one day I uncovered the secret to gaining my life back. Sure, I met wonderful doctors and healers that were part of the process, but there was one internal thing that I did that finally set me on the road to health and wellness. As I learned the truth about not wellness and healing for myself, I came to realize that I had to teach others because hardly anyone else was out there doing it. Along my journey, I used various forms of hypnosis to aid in my healing. In seeking and developing a way to teach these methods to others, I decided that the best vehicle to do this was through clinical hypnotherapy along with quantum healing principles. The medical community, by the way, is finally catching up and discovering these by using scientific method ways to test and measure the positive results. I studied at one of the most in-depth and comprehensive schools in the world, recognized for its exhaustive training and lengthy curriculum. Because of this, I am trained to handle medical and clinical hypnosis issues, as well as emotional and mental hypnosis issues. You will be in capable, experienced, and certified hands. Now for almost 20 years, I've helped others achieve wellness and their other goals and dreams. Whatever their heart's desire, hypnotherapy began to unlock the powerful potential in the human body and mind. Once I found hypnosis, I found a way to be free of my difficulties more quickly than anyone else I watched struggling. Why? Because I took a chance on something different. And that's been the key reason why most people continue to struggle. There have been many difficulties over the past 20 years that I could have spent needlessly struggling to overcome. Now I know the secret to making rapid and easier changes, and I can help you do the same. If you want to find a way to release any struggle you have more quickly and more easily than you ever thought possible, then that is what I'm offering that can change your life starting today. I can work with you in my beautiful professional office in Tarzana, California, or we can work via the internet like Skype or even just by telephone. Because of my special techniques, you do not have to come to my office to receive the benefits of my Get Results Hypnotherapy. And it doesn't just work for me. Take a look at what my same system has done for others. This is from Cindy V in the UK. She says, my life was going through a difficult stage a couple of years ago. I was fired from my graduate job, which ended my career. I was at a low point and was regularly taking drugs to deal with the problem. I decided I had to do something. I did a web search for therapists and came across Susan's website. Because I live in the UK, I contacted Susan regarding phone sessions. We exchanged a few emails and I had my first session. I was anxious at first because I didn't know what to expect, but Susan put me at ease immediately. She was very professional, was non-judgmental, and was world-wise, which was a key factor for me. She wasn't fazed by my drug use and was able to offer great guidance outside of the hypnotic state to identify the best way to get well and organizations to contact to deal with what had become a serious addiction. In hypnosis, she helped me view my career loss as an opportunity to move forward, which I have now done. I am very thankful to her. And this from Amy C., who is in Los Angeles. She says, before beginning session work with Susan French, my anxiety disorder had paralyzed me with fear, robbing me of my ability to function. Insomnia had robbed me of my strength, and I could no longer run, one of my biggest passions. Through Susan's open, compassionate approach to therapy and her expertise in the field of hypnotherapy, I've regained my life. My personal preference was to avoid any type of medication, and because of Susan's help, I have now been successful in that. I now sleep through the night. I'm back to running 50-plus miles a month, and I'm working on writing my second novel. I feel like my old self again, and I've learned how to confront stressful situations instead of hide from them. I have the confidence now, no matter what life throws at me, I can breathe my way through it, and it too shall pass. Susan has given me the tools to re-enter a fully functional life. I move through my day unafraid, and while I still have setbacks and bad days, don't we all? I now find myself finding practical, logical solutions to cope with the stress, instead of succumbing to the fear and anxiety I was once a servant to. I can't thank Susan French enough. If you are ready to change your life and get the help you need, Susan French is waiting in the wings to carry you forward. And she signs it sincerely, Amy. And so this is why I created my Get Results Hypnotherapy. This took me a decade to refine and cost me tens of thousands of dollars in training and research, but it was totally worth it. It makes releasing the struggle and gaining freedom and control over your life so much easier. This will give you the power and freedom to start life on your own terms so you can feel confident and happy about life again. But before you get started, let me ask you a question. How would you like to get access to my Get Results Hypnotherapy? For less than the cost of a couple of bottles of health supplements, you can experience the power of my Get Results Hypnotherapy. And now, while it would be impossible to show you all the benefits of Get Results Hypnotherapy, I want to show you some of the things that you could experience. True relaxation, release from addictions, weight loss and keeping it off, management or eradication of chronic pain, stress reduction, releasing childhood issues, fix sleep disorders or insomnia, change bad behaviors or addictions, recover buried memories, let go of anxiety and depression, release hurt, pain, and trauma, get over divorce and breakup, resolve relationship issues before you get to the breakups and divorces, stop obsessive compulsive disorders like hair pulling, be self-confident and feel good, break out of self-limiting beliefs and patterns, break sugar or food-related addictions, gain motivation and confidence, gain a successful mindset. And by the way, this is for adults teens, and children alike. Plus, you'll receive a free MP3 before your first session and a recording of each session to help increase fast results. According to the freedom my clients now feel, many feel my Get Results hypnotherapy is worth double the price. But just to make sure that you are 100% comfortable that I can give you the results you desire, I am offering you a free consultation session where you can speak to me one-on-one and go over any part of your life that you're struggling with and find out what solution I offer. This way, you know you aren't wasting your valuable time or money following the wrong path. This is worth the price of a session because you will know if it's right for you, so you can have the peace of mind that you won't be wasting your time or money. If all this did was give you 50% relief from your struggles and bring back a little freedom into your life, wouldn't it be worth it? If all this did was let you change bad habits or reduce stress without struggle, wouldn't it be worth it? And I'm not going to charge you the $700 per session like many other hypnotherapists in my area that combine all that I offer. I'm not even going to charge you the $250 per session. I'm only going to charge you $125 per hour, and I'm going to take all the risk. Because you have my free consultation offer, you can spend this time with me and be really sure that my hypnotherapy is the answer to your success. But you should act now because right now my consultation is free. Just imagine what life will be like when you aren't struggling so much just to get through a day. Click on the button just below, or you can call, or you can email me to set up your complimentary consultation session. If you decide not to take me up on my offer of a free consultation with the introductory locked-in pricing, I'll still be helping people just like you find their path to freedom with absolute certainty, whether you feel this is right for you right now or not. However, without my help and tools, you'll likely continue to struggle more than you really need to. Haven't you struggled enough? I know it sounds kind of harsh, but living a life of struggle is worse, don't you agree? I don't want anyone to struggle because I know how life-robbing it is. My mission is to end the needless, unnecessary struggles that you do not deserve and do not have to live with any longer. Whether you are in the LA area or across the globe, I can work with you. Remember, you get my Get Results Hypnotherapy locked in at a special price with a pre-session MP3 and post-session MP3. My regular hypnotherapy sessions usually have a wait list. However, I always reserve a few spaces for new clients or emergency spot for my regular clients. Make sure you book your complimentary consultation as soon as possible to secure your place.